Now, why does it happen? Well, I mean, all I can say is it's a management issue. If you have really good managers, they know what their staff are doing. But if you have really crummy managers, they don't really pay enough attention to what's going on. And I think that's what's happened here. One of the great problems in Toronto policing and many other police forces is that you get to be a manager by starting at the bottom and working your way up. So if you're acceptable to the organization, you get promoted. And that's how you get to be a manager. It doesn't mean that you're a good manager. That's how, and I think we're in the problem here with this is a serious management problem. Now, I might say that there's also some problems at the top. The chief has not shown himself willing to actually be really tough about people who do things that are wrong in the police force. And we've got the example of the 3 officers who testified when that gentleman was accused of running over a police officer in an underground garage in Toronto at City Hall. The judge thought that those 3 officers had coordinated their evidence and that they weren't being truthful. That happened almost 2 years ago. The chief has yet to report on that. Well, wait a minute now. If you aren't actually going after the people who you know are doing something wrong, or a judge does, maybe there's a big problem here. And I might say that we also have a regulation saying the police aren't allowed to get involved in political stuff, but the Police Association has endorsed both the Premier Ford and Mr. Polyev. And the regulation says you aren't allowed to do that. And that happened almost a year ago. Chief has done nothing. So, we've got some real fallout here that we're going to have to figure out how to deal with.